Hello, and welcome to a new video. So today I thought I would show you my cowboy boot collection and tap and scratch on them, and maybe a couple other items as well. These are my nails. I just put them on. I got them in the last haul video if y'all want to check that out. Okay, so we'll start with my top 3 pairs for dancing. If you don't know, I love line dancing and swing dancing. So yeah, these are actually my first pair of boots I ever got in my older life, I guess. Like, I had some as a kid, but so these are my number 1, and they're my oldest. They're the most kind of like run down, but they're my tried and true, especially for dancing, because the bottoms have gotten super kind of smooth and worn down, and the heels also. And for dancing, I love a short of a heel as possible. I live, a lot of swing dancers actually wear like jazz shoes, Converse. Like, boots are kind of going out because they're not as easy to dance in, but because these are the way they are, that's why I'm able to dance in them, spin really quickly, all that. And it's actually wearing a little bit on the inside here too. But I remember getting these at Designer Shoe Warehouse 3 years ago. I love this pattern. This is your classic cowboy boot pattern. And I also really enjoy a pointed toe. You'll see most of my boots are pointed toe. Not super pointy, it's almost like a rounded pointy, but I will show you a pair of square toe boots I have. I feel like these look like angel wings. But yeah, a brown boot like this goes with basically everything. Okay, that's probably my number 1 boots. Number 2 for dancing would be these white boots, and just to wear too. But these white boots, as you can tell, also have a short heel and a very smooth bottom. And let me see the brand on these. I think it like came off Legend, or maybe that's just the Legend for the size. I don't know where these are. These are this brand, IUV, and I got these on TikTok Shop. And some people might tell you like, oh, you need to have Ariats, you need to have like whatever brands, and while like, yes, of course, like, get a nice brand for dancing specifically, like, I honestly find that cheaper, maybe off-brand boots work better, and they're so adorable. Like, no one's looking at my boots and being like, oh, those are dupes, you know. Maybe other places they do, but if anything, I'm just wanting to like wear boots. So, and people still wear boots, but not as much anymore at my bars. for dancing specifically. But I love the floral print. They're kind of an off-white, I would say, like a cream white. And then this like brown detailing. Also a rounded toe. Yeah. Yeah, as you can tell, it's very similar height and everything, so these are also pretty good for dancing. Okay, so then the next ones are a little bit harder to dance in because they have a bit more of a heel. But color-wise, a black boot I definitely recommend. So obviously the three neutrals I think are the best to get a lot of wear out of them. I feel like some outfits just look so good with a black boot. And I think these are also just the slightest bit taller. Not on, well, heel to definitely, but also this. The heel you can tell I've definitely worn out a bit, but these are just a little bit harder to dance in because of that heel. But the bottom is pretty slick still. Toes getting a little worn out. Yeah, for my boots I really wear them. These are Amazon. The brand is Rodeo. Yeah. The interior is this cowboy, leopard print, which is really cute. Okay, so comment your favorite boots or which one you'd get. Okay, number 4. There's kind of a tie, but I'll pick number 4 for dancing. Is these red ones. They're bright red. The only thing, I think these were Amazon as well, but because they were a little on the dupe side, this did happen, but overall you can't really tell unless you look straight at the boot. But again, a shorter heel, and there's a little grip on the bottom here. But when I wear these red boots out and about, it's definitely like a eye grabber. Like I get comments on the boots when I wear these, so like I definitely recommend the light color, especially with shorts, so they like really pop. But I remember the first time I learned a really hard line dance called, well, really hard, it is just a more difficult one, but it's called Bulletproof, and the first time I did it, I've worn these red boots. I've also worn these to concerts, 4th of July, yeah, this is also a good dancing pair. And these, I remember I had to break in at first. They kind of hurt my feet. But that's the thing about boots, is you typically have to break them in a little. Okay, so then number 5. These are probably my nicest quality boots. They are a little dusty because I actually wore them to Rodeo. But they are Air Yacht, square toe, brown boots, and this camo print and some American flag. And I just feel like these are the perfect rodeo boots. I wore them dancing one time and they were a little heavy to my liking. Just this heel here is very, even though it's short, it's very heavy and thick. And the bottom is just like more durable, like to be outside. Because I used to wear these to rodeos when these are more meant for dancing, I would say, or like inside. I have also worn those horseback riding, but these are definitely more durable. And these are definitely the square toe. So if you were to compare, and these are actually a boy's size and they fit me. So yeah, these have been great, like outdoor rodeo, or if I go dancing at an outdoor place, I'll wear these square toes. And I don't mind this print, but like if you didn't want the print showing and you wore boot cut, then it would just look like a brown boot anyways. So yeah, the top here is like fabric. Yeah, this is Ariel, which is a nice range. Alright, and then for my last boots, I probably worn these the least just because they are very like dressy and the heel is high. Like the heel is higher than even this one that I wear. But they are super cute. They are super cute and they're suede. So yeah, I definitely don't want to wear these in a like dirty environment, but they've got this kind of chunkier heel. And they're also really tall. They're probably one of the taller boots I have. They're definitely eye-catching. I did wear these dancing once. They're definitely eye-catching. But yeah, not so great for like swing or a lot of dancing just because of the heel. So I wear these more like out to dinner, out on the town, Valentine's Day, like things like that. But I would love to get a pair like this in pink for dancing as well. These are a gift of dream pairs. So probably Amazon. And then if you watched my last haul, I recently got these new boots, and these are kind of to have a nicer version of this boot. And it's kind of like a mahogany brown with these little tan cutouts. And I found these at Burlington. And yeah, I just like them eventually, like for dancing too, because the heel is small and these would probably slick out a little. Yeah, I get nervous to debut new boots dancing if I haven't like broke them in yet. This is Coconuts brand. was also just going to tap on some hats for you and belts. So my favorite belt is this one. I wear it a lot. It's bedazzled. In this like dark brown. And a floral pattern. And then probably like a medium size buckle, also with bedazzles and little sparkle gems. Probably my favorite. And then a second favorite is this square, and it's a bit bigger. And you have the horse, the cowboy, kneeling before the cross. And then the belt itself is just plain black. Yeah, like this and a pair of Wranglers. It just feels so country and so right. And then my third favorite is this just like fully metal one. And it also has this like floral design. And then you clip it around your waist like this, kind of dangles. But since I don't want it like flinging around when I'm partner dancing, I'll just like stick this in my pocket. Yeah, super cute. I have also worn it like with a skirt, like off the sides, kind of. Finally, I'll show you some hats. So one of my favorite hats to wear to the rodeo is probably this Ariat. Matches my Ariat boots, but I just really like all the flowers, and it says Ariat on the side, and it's like kind of I like this like truckers. So yeah, super cute. And then these hats with like the sayings on them are getting super popular. And so this one says Jesus saves, I spend. It's just a silly little hat. But I really like the navy. Cute for summer. Then I have this bright pink horse biglet hat. And then for cowboy hats, I have this felt hoodie jeans. I just really like the shape of this hat. It has a little belt buckle. Yeah, they say felt hats are usually for winter, but I think it depends on the event. Like I think a concert or a nighttime rodeo, like you could still wear a felt hat even in the summer. Yeah, I don't know, I like a black hat. And then this is my first cowboy hat, and it was just from Amazon, but I also really like the shape. And a little longhorn right here. I feel like this matches my hair vibe because I'm like brunette but also blonde. And like some people might make fun and be like, oh, that's not a real cowboy hat, and it's like just let people enjoy what they like. It's cute, it's short, it's summery. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Shape matters. Like I've gotten or I've tried hats where I just don't really like the shape, so get the shape you like. Just because someone else likes it doesn't mean you'll like that specific shape. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the tapping, and let me know what videos you'd like to see, and I'll see you in the next one.